now everyone pretty much across the country accepts that Jimmy's probably gone soon, and what John Lynch said has no bearing on reality.
Right.
So people are starting to connect the dots. Okay, Jimmy's going back to New England. Who are the Niners going to get? And a lot of people, like yesterday, Peter King, Chris Sims, Mike Lombardi said Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold makes so much sense. He's a great fit for the 49ers. He was held back by Adam Gase and the lack of weapons on the Jets, and the Jets are going to do the Niners. The Jets and Niners are a perfect trade partners because, there's Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh, and they know each other, and it's just perfect. What do you think of this?
The Niners getting Sam Darnold. Hold on. I'm ill, but hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes me want to puke, Iggy.
Yeah.
And also, how did all these people all get the same scoop in the same day?
Yeah.
How did that work?
It was one of two things. One, the Niners floated this because they want people to think this. Or people are just wrong. And I'm going to go with two because I don't want to be super cynical. I'm going to go with two. People are just wrong. It's obvious. You got Kyle Shanahan here. You got Robert Saleh here. They're friends. And everyone's projecting the Jets to take Zach. Everyone loves this Zach Wilson kid from BYU. He's going to go number 2 to the Jets and fix all their problems. And then the Jets are going to have to trade Sam Darnold somewhere. Why not help out their friend in San Francisco? Why not do that? Well, okay. What people don't realize, what do you think of that?
First of all, I don't think Saleh and Shanahan are friends.
Yeah, I mean, they do business together.
He never called him Robert. He always called him Saleh.
True.
I don't think they're friends. Plus, what it means is that the Niners would be taking the Jets' leavings.
Why would they do that?
The Jets?
Yeah, why would they do that?
Why would they do that? So he stinks. We got a better guy we drafted. You take him like we took your crummy offensive line coach.
Yeah, and I think it's also like people think that Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh could engineer this trade. Kyle Shanahan could do whatever he wants on the Niners. Robert Saleh doesn't have that kind of setup on the Jets. He got hired by a general manager who has a lot of strength and power in that organization. Kyle hired John. So John is at Kyle's mercy. Saleh has to do what Joe Douglas wants to do. Joe Douglas has the vision and power in that organization, and Joe Douglas isn't going to just send Sam Darnold to the Niners for a 5th-round pick to make Kyle Shanahan look good. It'll be for a 2nd-round pick, and that's a lot for a stiff.
Iggy, evaluate Sam Darnold for me.
Okay, from what I see with Sam Darnold is he's a really good athlete. He's good at when the play breaks down, he can scramble around and throw rolling left, rolling right, all the difficult stuff. But the reason the play is always breaking down for him is he can't find an open receiver to save his life. And you can't really see it it's the kind of thing you can't see on television. You don't see the receivers when they run. But you get this coach's tape and you can put it in slow motion and you can see all the receivers and you just pause it when the quarterback gets to the very top of his drop and he's ready to throw. And you look oh, that guy's open. Where are you looking, Sam? And it's you can go through a game and he'll execute a play maybe correctly, maybe 5 times out of 45. But okay, so hold on. But I don't want to crush him because he's 23 years old. And that was probably what Steve Young looked like to an extent in Tampa Bay at that point. But the deal with Sam Darnold is maybe he has some upside. Maybe there's something there. Is he way better than Josh Rosen? You already have Josh Rosen. They were in the same draft class. Darnold was the 3rd pick. Rosen was the 10th pick. Is Darnold light years better than the guy you already have on your team? Or would you just be trading a 2nd-round pick for a guy who's slightly better than Josh Rosen or better than Josh Rosen?
But Iggy, is he better than Jimmy Garoppolo?
Well, Jimmy's history. Forget Jimmy.
Jimmy's history.
Jimmy's history. The question is he even better than Rosen? And I don't think he's enough better to trade a 2nd-round pick for some guy who's had 3 miserable years in the league, missed time with mono and he lost a toenail. He missed games because of a toenail injury, Dad. Seriously. I don't know. And he went to USC.
Oh, well, I want to say another thing. Adam Gase is a horrible head coach.
Yes.
He's a pretty good offensive coordinator.
There's many worse guys than him.
Even against the Niners, you could see some of his plays were very clever.
Yes.
So I'm not sure Adam Gase held him back.
When I watched the coach's tape in slow motion and I can see open receivers routinely that Sam Darnold just isn't looking at. And that's on him. I think there's a physical ability to either sense where the opening is going to be or see it. And what I've talked to about coaches is you're not supposed to just drop back and look at a receiver. You're supposed to drop back and look at the defense first. And then after that split-second snapshot, have a pretty good sense of where you're going to have to go with the ball. Some guys are better at it than others. Some guys drop back and look utterly confused. He's one of them. Jimmy's one of them. And that's what Kaepernick, yes, he's one of them. And that's what Kyle has no patience for, because in his perspective, his plays always work. He just needs a guy who knows where to go with the ball at the right time. And that ain't Sam Darnold on his best day. So
look, Iggy, as far as this, we're going to call it a rumor. It's not a report. It's a rumor about Sam Darnold. You and I agree, thumbs down on this Darnold guy.